What's up, everybody? So today we're doing something new. We have no Taylor Swift on this channel yet, but that's about to change. Yesterday's releases were crazy. Taylor Swift dropped, Logic dropped, Kanye was supposed to but didn't. The Kid Laroi, Lupe Fiasco, whole bunch of people dropped yesterday. But Taylor Swift gave us a video for one of her songs, Cardigan, so that's what we're doing right now. So let's get into it. And you know what it is? This is Foster the Knowledge, where we react to music, break down music, talk about life, and have fun doing it. If you happen to like this video, please hit that subscribe, that bell, hit that like button so we can continue on this journey of music together. In the description, you'll find some awesome links. One of them will be to my Discord group chat. We call ourselves Fire Nation, Family's Really Everything Nation. Go ahead and check that out because we run weekly giveaways, and also we run polls dictating which songs that I react to sometimes. So definitely check that out. Also, you'll find my Patreon. Please subscribe to that. It's what allows this channel to go and grow. And you also get some awesome benefits like full album reactions and extra content every month. And lastly, there's a link in there that'll lead you to all these resources on how you can help the Black community. And with all that being said, let's get to it.
Vintage tea, brand new phone, high heels on, cobblestones. When you are young, they assume you know nothing.
So far the visuals, you know, she's in this like broken down like cabin, it looks like, with a messed up piano. Kind of goes with the vibe of the album cover. Sounds like she's talking about when she was younger, and how, you know, how she used to dress, how she used to be, how people used to view her when she was younger.
They assume you know nothing. Sequin smile, black lipstick, sensual politics. When you are young, they assume you know nothing.
I like this beat. The instrumental's nice.
I knew you dancing in your Levi's, drunk under a street light. I knew you, hand under my sweatshirt, baby kiss it better right. And when I felt like I was an old cardigan under someone's bed, you put me on and said I was your favorite.
Interesting. Okay. That's interesting imagery right there. So this is, you know, obviously a romantic song. I think it's actually a little bit different than I was just talking about before. Now that we're a little bit more into the song, yeah, it's about a relationship. So the line when she was saying, when you're young, they assume you know nothing, I think she's talking about love and how older people always undervalue how young kids, you know, how they fall in love and like how much it actually means to them. You know, as older, you know, adults, I feel like we always like, you don't know anything yet. Just wait till you're older. Things get more complicated, blah, 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 blah. I feel like that's something, you know, I always heard when I was younger. The imagery is what I'm liking right now. So this is a really unique way to basically feel like, to basically describe feeling like you've been thrown away and that you're nothing. So that line where she says, when I felt like I was an old cardigan under someone's bed. So it's like, you know, like clothes that are under someone's bed, they've been tossed out, they've been, you know, forgotten about. And then she said, you put me on and said I was your favorite. So it's like, you know, she got into this relationship feeling like she was worthless, but then she got into this relationship and it was awesome because someone saw the beauty in her, the value in her, the worth in her, things like that.
On and said I was your favorite. A friend to all is a friend to none. Chase two girls, lose the one. When you are young, they assume you know nothing.
That bar. Yo, that bar, a friend to all is a friend to none. It's like that line, like, if you stand for nothing, you'll fall for everything. Like, that's what it kind of reminds me of. Chase two girls, lose the one. Basically, you know, it's this idea that you have to stand for something. You have to commit. You have to be devoted to something. That was a dope bar, too.
When you are young, they assume you know nothing. But I knew you, playing hide and seek and giving me a weekend.
That piano is everything.
Heartbeat
interesting video.
To kiss in cars and downtown bars was all we needed.
I kind of like the idea of the video. There's like a lot of symbolism from the, you know, the worn down cabin to now she's in the woods, and now, okay, you have this piano and it's covered by vines and moss and stuff like that. And it's this idea that it's like been there and like nature's taken over. And it even has like that waterfall coming out of the piano. And it's like this idea that it's like, it's this old love that she's talking about that she's revisiting. And so I feel like that's kind of like the symbolism, especially with the forest and kind of how like nature's taken over, showing that the piano's been there. So it's like she's going back to the piano, like she's going back to revisit this kind of old love that she's talking about. That's pretty cool, like from her childhood and everything. That's dope.
Downtown bars was all we needed. You drew stars around my scars, but now I'm bleeding. 'Cause I knew you stepping on the last train marked me like a bloodstain. I knew you tried to change the ending, Peter losing Wendy. I knew you leaving like a father, running like water. And when you are young, they assume you know nothing. But I knew you'd linger like a tattoo kiss. I knew you'd haunt all over my what is. The smell of smoke would hang around this long. 'Cause I knew everything when I was young. I knew.
I like that switch. You know, she really built up this idea throughout the song so far, like knowing nothing when you're young, and she built it into, because I knew everything when I was young. That was nice. And also the symbolism of the piano going from the cabin to the forest, and now she's like in water, is like, it's like this idea that she was drowning in the piano resembles her love, and she's like holding on to it. That's fire too.
'Cause I knew everything when I was young. I knew I'd curse you for the longest time, chasing shadows in the grocery line. I knew you'd miss me once the thrill expired, and you'd be standing in my front porch light, and I knew you'd come back to me. You'd come back to me, and you'd come back to me. And when I felt like I was an old cardigan under someone's bed, you put me on and said I was your favorite.
Was that cardigan there at the beginning of the song? I'm gonna look real quick. So it doesn't look like that cardigan was there at the beginning of the video. But that was dope how everything came full circle with her putting it on like that. I feel like there's a lot of symbolism in this video where I would have to watch it kind of like a few more times to really get the whole complete story of everything she's trying to symbolize, because it's kind of like, okay, you start off in the cabin and it's kind of this beat down cabin, and you know, she like the piano's in all the different scenes, so she hops in the piano, she gets to this like fairy tale forest almost, which I guess that could represent when the relationship was going well, and then she dives further into the relationship and it's like she's drowning, right? So I take it the relationship was going pretty poorly, especially because in the verse she was basically saying she knew one day that he would come back and all this kind of stuff, so things must have been going bad. And then she hops deeper into it and she goes back to where she was, and there was the cardigan there. I just think there's a lot of symbolism there. I'm not necessarily sure, and I don't know if there's one answer. This may not be like a linear point A to point B story. It could just be one that we're supposed to look at and come up with our own interpretations. I'm not sure if I have an interpretation of what the cardigan means at the end of the video and why she puts it on. Like I said, I understand what the cardigan means lyrically, like in the hook, but I'm not necessarily sure what it means in the video. We only see it at the end one time, and it's not there at the beginning. You know what? I think as I'm talking about it, what I think is she kind of revisited this old love, went through all the journey of it, and when she came back to where she was currently, she put on that cardigan, which represents kind of like her younger self that got tossed away, and she's the one that sees her own value from when she was younger. That would be fire. That's that's my interpretation of it, because I like it. Like, that's nice. I have no idea if it's right or if she was going for something else, but that's kind of what I'm getting. And I think when artists do a lot of symbolism, you know, it's not supposed to be kind of like an A to B story. It is kind of supposed to be like this. What do the viewers get from it? So that's what I got from it, but what'd you get from it? Leave that in the comments. Overall, though, musically, I really liked the instrumental. That piano was everything. That was really nice. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful song. I liked the story. I liked the lyrics. It was dope. I don't usually listen to Taylor Swift, honestly. Like, I've heard all the hits. I've heard all that kind of stuff that's on the radio and everything, but I've never deep dived into her discography at all. There's some Taylor Swift songs that I really like. Like, I like Blank Space. I feel like everybody likes Blank Space. But I like Blank Space. And some other tracks. That's the one that I feel like that's probably my favorite Taylor Swift song, though, honestly, because it's like the one coming to top of the mind right now. This was dope. If this is any indication of how the overall vibe of this new album, I may have to listen to the whole thing. How do y'all feel about the new album? Have you heard the whole thing yet? Leave your opinions about that in the comments. But for sure, I really liked it. I'm gonna leave it at that. And you know what it is? This is Foster the Knowledge. We react to music, break down music, talk about life, and have fun doing it. If you happen to like this video, please hit that subscribe, that bell, hit that like button so we can continue on this journey of music together. Until next time, I'll see y'all.